everyone, Team Amasian over here, aka Kaori, Takee,
and Campia.
And today we are going to talk about the coronavirus and how it's affecting us and what we've been up to during this very unusual time in our lives.
Yeah, agreed. I think every day, even though we don't want to talk about it, we're talking about it. I think it's all over the media. I'm sure everybody is encountering something, some change in your life because of it. So I think it's a good time for us to just like update you on what Team Amasian's been up to, trying to deal with changes.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm really grateful. Anne and I are neighbors, a street away from each other.
Yes.
So it's been really helpful to self-isolate with someone close and dear. So that's been really helpful. We've been going on hikes.
Yeah.
And just kind of keeping each other company. I mean, while we're not working, but...
Yeah, I think for me, it's working from home every day. And to Corey's point, I think it's really important that we and also you guys, try to self-isolate, but also still get outside. I think part of what I'm seeing is, self-isolation doesn't mean that you have to be stuck indoors all day. But you can go outside, go for a walk, even if it's by yourself, get your headphones, like walk around the neighborhood, but try to still get some vitamin D in this whole environment that we're living in. Yeah.
I mean, so Anne gets to work from home, but me as a personal trainer, I'm on the other end of the spectrum, which many people are probably suffering from, is lack of income at this time. And I think if this continues pretty soon, I'm going to start really, really worrying about where that income is coming from and how to pay the bills, how to pay rent. Everyone's going to be suffering from that. And it's already, the recession has begun. I know we've been talking, there's a recession coming on, but I don't think we've expected anything in this severity, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think as much as you can, support small businesses in your area, support, people like Kaori are doing things online just to still kind of connect with people. Yeah. To your point, there's a lot of people who work and your work can't be done online like mine is. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to do that. But for those of you that are in this situation, definitely try to reach out and support each other as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely. And support doesn't mean necessarily monetary, but sometimes just being vocal and reaching out to your friends or each other and say, hey, look, we're all in this together and we're here to help each other out. And helps me by going out and going on hikes or just hanging out, watching movies. And it's just a really unreal time. Coronavirus hit China in January, and watching it from afar, you think, okay, well, we're just going to be careful. We're going to have people quarantine when they come to the US. I mean, this is obviously not what we said, but this is what was happening.
Right.
We did not expect it to hit us at this capacity, like this level. I didn't, at least. And that was naive of me.
Me too. I'm sure some of you were well prepared as soon as you saw what was going on at the rest of the world. But as it started to make its way over here, that was really the last thing on my mind. I work with a lot of people who are in China and who are in Hong Kong, and just really having sympathy for the situation they were in, not even thinking that it was not even forward thinking to think that it was going to hit us in this way.
Yeah, and I don't think it's really hit us even nearly as bad as China or some cities in the US. Italy, really, really horrible. Seattle, San Francisco, possibly New York. But we're up there. We're definitely up there. So, I don't think you've ever felt, not you, but I think I've never witnessed empty grocery shelves.
No.
This toilet paper craze is ridiculous.
Right.
I think that's a problem too. Everyone shouldn't be hoarding. I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't think there is ever going to be a real hard lack of supplies. So we should have the capacity to share, because elderly people are slow. If they have the coronavirus, if they're tested positive, they're not going to be able to get toilet paper or the necessities as quick as us.
Agreed.
And we have to think about those people too. I think we need to think about the people that aren't healthy or have problems to begin with, because that's exactly what the coronavirus is going to hit, is those people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think another area that's really been hit is the fact that large gatherings are now being canceled. That I think we knew that was coming as soon. But, just the severity of all of those types of events that people would look forward to or plan for WrestleMania is a good example of that.
Oh yeah, let's talk about WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think that one definitely, if you guys are aware, Corey and I were planning to go to WrestleMania this year.
You know.
Right? We were super excited about that trip. Totally understand that it's not going to happen in the capacity that it was supposed to happen with the fans in the crowd. But you're seeing a lot of those types of events where you feel you like WWE, where they feed off of the audience, and now there's shows going on without an audience. It's just it's such a bizarre and different time. It's
unreal. And let's talk about WrestleMania and WWE for a little bit, because we are wrestling fans. Let's talk about what is happening, because they shot SmackDown in the Performance Center. They shot Raw in the Performance Center, allegedly with only one match. And NXT is not going to air the way it usually does tonight. And obviously WrestleMania now, word is that there is going to be a 2-night event with Rob Gronkowski hosting. And that's all the information that we have thus far. I'm telling you, I don't think they should wrestle, because it's a contact sport. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's dangerous. Roman Reigns has he defeated leukemia, so obviously his immune system is a little defeated. Funny. So I just think he lost his match or he won, but barely.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. And I think when I first heard the news of like sporting events having no fans, I thought, oh, that's silly. Especially with WWE. It just doesn't make sense to me, because it's for the fans. And, a lot of the matches are created for that fan reaction.
Yes, absolutely.
Whereas, you could have a soccer match, you could have a tennis match, you could have these other types of sports where they could go on without fans. That's fine. I don't think it really impacts it as much as WWE would. I do like the fact that Corey points out more so than having fans in the audience. It's the safety of the wrestlers. Mm-hmm. They travel all the time.
Yes.
I'm sure they're all going to get tested, but it's still a contact sport, and that is the easiest way to transmit the disease.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the whole coronavirus and all the studies everything's kind of unclear. We're learning new things, and what's the word? Things that we thought were real aren't real anymore. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Those are consistently changing. There was a rumor that ibuprofen's bad if you have it for work, to make it work. There's just a lot of inconsistencies with the coronavirus. They're saying that most of us are going to get it, and most of us will probably not feel anything, but we will be a carrier and spread it along. They're saying kids aren't going to contact it. That there was a kid who had it,
mm-hmm.
So it's just. There's a lot of inconsistencies, and I think erring on the side of caution for the sake of humanity is really, really important. Now I work at a gym, and obviously the gym finally shut down. I can personal train people going in the gym one-on-one, but I'm very, very uncomfortable about it, mm-hmm. because you just don't know, right? And I live with my father, who's an elderly guy. And I don't want. I can probably be fine, but what if something happens to him, and he's also diabetic, and
right.
that frightens me. So we have to think of how transfer could possibly work. We don't know anything for sure.
Yeah, agreed. I think we don't know enough. So for those that are heavily on social media, or even just watching YouTube while you're quarantined, make sure you're doing your research in terms of, follow the right organizations, follow the WHO, follow
mm-hmm.
The CDC, like all of those organizations that are official organizations that are tracking what's going on with COVID-19. You should be looking out for news from them, because to Corey's point, there is a lot of rumors. There's a lot of people saying this and that about it. We just don't know enough yet. And that's going to come in time. I think we're going to figure out what this is and what that vaccine is going to be. But all of that takes time. So for now, just, part of your news on a day-to-day, I would suggest would be going to those organizations and just seeing what the latest updates are.
Yeah. And then, everyone's saying, not everyone, sorry. A lot of people are saying, oh, this is blown out of proportion. This is so exaggerated. But that mentality is exactly what got us here in the first place,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
We just thought, oh, China, like they're, we're going to be fine, and now we're here. So maybe it is overhyped or whatever, but it's important. It's better to be too prepared than underprepared.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely, and do yourselves a favor and check out some of the research like on flattening the curve. I know you guys might have heard that phrase, but really the thought there is to self-isolate and to quarantine. It's the best thing we can do for each other. It means, it does suck because obviously you can't go to your events, you can't go to your large gatherings, you can't go into the office, you can't go to school. But what that will do is it'll slow the progress of this disease so that it's not impacting as many people as it could. The numbers are frightening. I think if we don't do this, kind of really stringent action upon everybody. So just think twice about some of the things that you're going to do on a day-to-day, just to help everybody else out in the situation.
And I'm sure there's plenty of things that are on your list of things to do that have never been checked for over a week, over 2 weeks, over a month, a year, because you just haven't had the time, or you were too exhausted, or because on weekends you had to run those errands. This is the time to catch up. Let's try to be positive about it and, self-study. Oh, I wanted to study learning this language or whatnot. Oh, I want to do personal training. Let's find a trainer that wants to do virtual training. Haha, there's so many things. Oh, I want to beat this video game that I haven't been able to play because I've been so damn busy.
Right.
Let me call this friend who I've been meaning to call, but I haven't had a chance to. We have so many things to catch up on. This is a perfect opportunity, and hopefully, we won't have opportunities like this in the future. So I think it's just really, really important to do your due diligence, even if you think this is exaggerated, to keep yourself isolated to minimums, because overall, it'll be better for the rest of us. If we're all doing the same thing, it shows solidarity and it shows that we care about each other. My fear is that people are going to start raiding each other's houses.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's very scary. It makes me think of The Walking Dead. I think I've told you that. Yeah. How in The Walking Dead, that the premise is you're not really scared of the virus. You're more scared of other people. Yes. I 100% agree with that thought. Yeah. I think a lot of us are feeling that way. Right. And reading things from all over the world about what they're going through, and mainly because of the economic issues and the money that we're not going to be able to pay for our rent or food possibly, or whatever down the line that may be, the recession that's going to come. But at the end of the day, we all have each other, and we have a roof over our heads right now, and we can still walk to go hiking. Yeah. We still have these things. And I just hope people take this seriously so that doesn't get taken away from us. Oh, absolutely. That's my hope. Agreed. So. I think none of this is for the sake of just being, we have to be overly cautious in this situation. So help yourselves by staying informed, help yourselves by reaching out. Yeah, reach out. Social media, there's so many ways to connect virtually. It's funny because I was talking to a friend and they were saying it's interesting the time we live in that we can connect virtually. You have all of these connection points. People kind of lost that social aspect of how to live your life because you're always on your mobile device or whatnot. But at the same time, in this current situation, it's the best opportunity to utilize those tools to be able to connect with people socially, but safely as well. Yeah, right. And I think we have a surplus of food for now. And granted, some of the things we won't be able to get that we really, really want, but who cares? Live within our means and be completely fine with it. So this is a really good lesson for humanity. And it's a good test for humanity and seeing how we're going to take care of each other in the future. So yeah, I agree. I would love to hear from all of you. Are you setting up routines? What are some of the things that you've been trying to do on this off time? Concerns, all of that. We should be talking with each other. We should be supporting each other. Yeah. Leave comments on that. I'd love to see what you all are up to as well. Yeah. And if you're in another country, update us and tell us what's going down in your country. We're all going to get through this. Right? Yeah. All right, guys. Well, in the meantime, don't forget to stop over by clicking that thumbs up button and also subscribing. And where can people follow you? You can follow me at Ann Campia. I also started a cosplay-only Instagram and cosplays as well. We're looking to stream. We're going to try to figure that out in the next few days too, because that's another thing you can do with us is play some games. So we'll look out for a post on that as well. All right, guys. And you can find me at KAORIOUS everywhere. And follow both of us at Team Amasian. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later.